G'day viewers, welcome to this week's PB's Retro Restorations. This week I'm doing this Tomica Nissan Skyline, not a GTR, just a regular Skyline. I think it's about a 1972-73 year model Skyline. I think this model came out in 77, 78, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going for a custom job on this one. I'm going to keep the same sort of colour, but maybe a wheel swap, smarten it up all around, see if we can make it a little bit more realistic. Now, I didn't have a video for you last week, viewers. I'm sorry about that, but it was Mrs. PB's birthday and I was a bit busy with organising things for her, so happy birthday, Mrs. PB. Don't forget to leave her a birthday wish in the comments. I'm sure she'd love that. And tell her what you thought about her voiceovers in the previous week's video. The Chevelle Dream sequence. That was good stuff, wasn't it? Anyway, on with the video. Let's get crack-a-lacking on this Nissan Skyline. Okay, so as with most Tomica castings of the 70s, and even now, the detailing, the fine detailing on this casting is amazing. It's so much better than the equivalent, Matchbox and Hot Wheels of the same era. Little rock caught in one of the taillights, so it's had a bit of play wear, this one. But I think it's even better than the new Hot Wheels one. Hot Wheels have got a new one out. Anyway, we've got opening doors, an orange interior, and generally in pretty good shape. And I couldn't find a lot of them around for sale, so hopefully I haven't pulled apart a fairly hard to find casting. But at any rate, it's not mint, so the best thing we can do for it is give it a second lease of life. So drilling the pilot holes, and then drilling the body apart. Only one rivet on this one, but again, like most Tomicas, it wanted to fight me. A couple of hand twists with the drill bit just so I can be a little bit more gentle with it. We'll pick away at it and we get it apart. So standard Tomica suspension, interior, and a really fine piece of interior glass. The chrome parts on the front and back are held in with melted over little plugs, so I'll cut them off and pop them out. And with any luck I won't slice all my fingers off. So I got the spring off that holds the doors on without flinging it halfway across the shed. That was good. So I tried using brake fluid again to strip the chrome off the parts, and that was a waste of time and ended up using bleach. I will get around to trying Dettol, and oven cleaner has been recommended to me by some viewers. But until then I'll just use the bleach. And then I give the other parts a little bath in some warm soapy water. I give them a scrub with my ultrasonic electronic toothbrush as well. So after cleaning up the post and giving it a test fit, I tap the hole so it'll take a cap screw thread bolt, and then another little test fit just to make sure everything's groovy. Now I treated myself to some actual genuine Dremel wire wheels, but instead of getting the brass ones, I accidentally got the stainless steel ones, so of course they're hard as all buggery and they do more harm than good. So I got the base really shiny, but yeah, I should have got the brass ones. I'll give it a touch up with the brass brush as well. It's looking spick and span. Okay, using a gloss black base coat, I sprayed the doors and body separately. When they were all dry, of course, I laid on the first few covers of TS20 Tamiya Green Rattle Pack, because I love that colour. I even sprayed the spring, look at that. And then once that had dried, I assembled the car, gave it another coat, and then gave it a clear coat. So here's the front and rear plastic pieces. They're in really good condition actually, and once all the chrome was stripped off them, they looked even better. So again with a black base coat, just before I put the Molotow chrome airbrush over the top. And while I'm waiting for that black base coat to dry on the grille and the bumper, I'm putting the doors back on in preparation for that second coat of green spray paint and then the clear coat. And here comes the Molotow chrome. I love this stuff. It is dear as poison, but the finish you get out of it is amazing. So I was going through my bucket of cars to find a nice set of real riders. I found these. They almost look like they'd fit. And then I realised it was a Skyline wagon. If they're the same scale, there's probably a reason they fit really easy. Pull out the interior. This is another one of those ones that has a little engine moulded in on the interior that you would never see unless you pulled it apart. But anyway, wheels are perfect. Just the right width. Everything's going to be groovy once I get them out of here. Well, almost groovy. I had to make one small modification, but I'll show you that when I get to it. So the axle width and dimensions of the wheels were exactly right, but the little inside hub bit was getting in the way, so I just cut that off and snapped it off, and with those little inner hubs gone, they're a perfect snap-in fit. Yay! So I tried the technique of scraping the paint off the badges so you could read them, and it kind of worked okay. I did end up going back over them with the 1mm Molotow like I'm using here on the windscreen frames. Put some black wash in around the window frame, so I tried to make it look like the rubber seal. Put some in the boot jams and the bonnet jams as well, and cleaned it up a little bit. I think it looks great. Masked off the lower rocker panels and did them chrome. I'm not sure if they're chrome on the real car, but I thought it would look cool. Well, I hope you think it looks cool. And I even did a little bit of chrome around the front. Here's another look at the grille now it's dried. Like, have a look at it. What a great finish that Molotow gives. I'm not sponsored by them. I just love it. And I always sing their praises. Now I'm going to try and ruin it by blackwashing the grille to give it a bit of detail. I used a combination of gel tip pens and a Molotow pen to do the brake lights and indicators. I realised I should have done the rear panel black, but I didn't, and I really probably should have. Never mind. So I painted the interior black first, so I get the black parcel shelf and stuff, and then sprayed it with some deck tan colour. And of course, pulling the tapes off, I did lose a bit of paint, so I had to retouch them. But you know, it's inevitable. I should have used some kind. I should have plastic primed them first, shouldn't I? Might have avoided that. Never mind. Righto, reassembly time. Now you'll see as I get further along this reassembling path, the glass, I don't know, it wasn't warped, it wasn't bent, it just needed to be in the exact right position or the rest of it would not go together. It proved to be a little bit of a challenge, but you know, through perseverance and a little bit of PB magic, I got there in the end, but I did have to pull it apart a couple of times. So a bit of super glue and got the front grille in, no problem. I thought I'd be okay with the rear part as well, but that tow bar really got in the way and I had to undo it a little bit to get it on, but you know, sacrifices I make. Alright, and with a few twists of the Allen key and you know all that other stuff, you know, the painting and everything, we are done. It's a roller too. So here we are back at the start with this Tomica Nissan Skyline. In pretty good shape really. If the paint had been a bit better I would have just re-chromed the wheels and left it as it was. But as it wasn't mint, I thought, alright, custom time, let's have some fun. So this is what I started with. And this is what we're left with now. Ta-da! It's looking $1 million now with its fresh paint and custom wheels and other little fine details. I am well pleased with how this one's come out. I hope you like it too. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I always read everyone's comments, and even if it takes me a little while to get back to you, I do try and reply to everybody. Constructive criticism is always appreciated, and I always value your honest feedback, and it really G's me up to keep going, so I really appreciate you taking the time to let me know what you think. So thanks for sticking through to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. If you've liked what you've seen here, why not check out one of these other videos I've got here? And if you feel like you'd like to enter a committed relationship, click on my bald head there to subscribe. Click the bell to get alerts so you never miss a moment of the PB magic. I try and have a new video every week at 9:15, although obviously with last week I missed out, but I always try and have one. I really appreciate you all watching. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye!